Hello and welcome. I work for a bank in the City of London, and here's a typical day in my life, working from home. Hope you enjoy. It's now mid-December in London and temperatures are freezing, so I'm making a cup of tea in the morning. It normally would be a coffee, but I needed something a little bit quicker, so I'm making a bit of tea first thing in the morning to both warm up and just have something in me before I head out for my run. So I then get changed and head straight out. I try to go from waking up to out the door for my run as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I give my brain enough time to talk me out of it. I normally try my best to run for about an hour or even an hour and a half. And yeah, on a good day, I manage to run about 10 miles. 10 miles done in, what was it, an hour and a half? 20 to 8. I'll have a quick shower and then start the workday. Run finished, have a shower, got changed. Now it's time to sit at my desk to start doing some work. First thing I do is normally go through my email to make sure there's nothing burning came through overnight from the Asia colleagues, and to make sure there's nothing particularly urgent that needs to be dealt with right away. If there isn't, I normally go to sort of the second thing that I do at the start of the day, which is open my notebook and just start listing down a few things that I need to do that day. It could be some client requests, it could be some internal team requests or tasks that have been shared and allocated across the team that I need to make sure I do. And that's normally something I do on a physical notebook, and I cross off as I go to make sure that when I log off for the day, I have done all the important things I need to do. So the first hour of my day between 7:30 and 8:30 is normally sort of getting set up for the rest of the day and writing down what I need to do and checking my emails. And at about 8:30 is when I have my morning meeting with the rest of the team. There's normally a handover between the APAC teams to the London office, and that's when we raise any issues, anything that's going to happen that day, anything important, any market events that are worth noting. After the morning meeting is when I normally have a little bit of time to make some coffee and make my breakfast. So at this point is normally around 9 o'clock, 9:15, and here I am making my coffee. Crucial part of the day if I want to get anything done. I also have some electrolyte. That's not every day, but especially because I went for a run, I'll make sure I take in some electrolytes. Now on to making my coffee. Again, trying to practice my latte art. I don't claim to be any good at it, but I do enjoy trying to make a little bit of effort in my coffee, and I do think it tastes really good. I normally go for an oat flat white. Here we go. I'll then go back to my desk and do more work while I sip on my coffee. The day can really vary quite a lot depending on whether there's something going wrong or whether the markets are very busy. So it can be sometimes you can be putting out fires, dealing with issues. Sometimes it can be a very straightforward and BAU day. Here's me making my breakfast earlier. I keep it simple, either a shake or a bagel like I did in that case. Now it looks like all I do is eat, but this is my lunch, and this is a clear example of a very busy day. Sometimes when I can't afford to just step out, I will need to keep working through my lunch, so I can keep an eye on things in that case. Fairly easy when you're working from home, so just took my lunch at my desk and kept eating while I was working through some issues. I normally try to keep things a bit separate, especially when I'm in the office, but sometimes it's inevitable. Another fast forward to around 6 p.m. and done all the things I need to do. Clearly pretty tired, but here I am, close down the notebook and log off for the day. I like to just take a little bit of time to relax and chill after I finish working, and sometimes
stay on the sofa, do a little bit of admin, maybe watch something on Netflix, and just wind down a little bit. I make it a point to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. With all the running I do, I definitely want to make sure I keep holding on to some muscle. On this specific day, I was doing a back and bicep, and at the end of the workout, I also try to do a bit of stretching to make sure I'm loose and I give myself the best chance to recover from the running. And then I do a little bit of abs at the end, because I really hate doing it, but it's good for runners, and it's one of those muscles that a lot of people tend to forget, me included. It's definitely not easy to fit all the things that I want to do, like running, like going to the gym, around a pretty demanding full-time job, and that means that sacrifices have to be made, and I'm happy to make them. And in my case, the sacrifice is things like this. So coming back at around 9 o'clock from the gym and having to have a late dinner and then pretty much going straight to bed. This is a pretty average day in my life, and it's definitely not exciting by any stretch, but it's what a normal day in my life looks like, and this is exactly what I wanted to show you. So hope you enjoyed. Bye.